What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Bitcoin today. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, my friends. It is the 28th day of July, and here we are with about 11 hours and 36 minutes left in the day. Halfway through the day, sitting at $119,000. We have extended this wick to the downside a little bit more, but we've come up. I mean, man, looking at the daily time frame right now, that's a pretty healthy wick. A lot of people are going to be waking up in the Western Hemisphere between now and the next like 3 to 4 hours, and that should promote some bullish idealization there. If we're looking at this on a weekly time frame, it is a brand new week, and I think that it's vital. It's not. I shouldn't say vital, but it's a good look, in my opinion, to start the week off on a downside to the down note if you're expecting it to be green, because most green weeks, again, most of these green weeks, almost all of them, they do have wicks to the downside, however extensive. It's less common to see them without a wick, but on those weeks that don't have wicks, they're pretty damn bullish weeks most of the time. But even these very big weeks here have wicks to the downside. So just looking, oh, didn't mean to do that. There we go. Just looking at this here, and then the volume messes up. I don't know why this happens, but anytime I pull it down, the volume gets messed up afterwards, so I have to readjust it. There we go, boom. That way it's not so large. Anyways, looking at this here, 119K now. I very much believe that this week, like last week, will promote another weekly all-time high as far as closing highs go. I do believe, unlike last week, we actually will get above this all-time high this week. We're going to break through the barrier, and we're going to go up to about 130 to 140K by the end of this month. Which it's the 28th now. So, I mean, just thinking on a monthly time frame, we got like 3 days and 12 hours left in this month itself. So we're going to be moving up a lot in a very short amount of time here. And I'm expecting it starts today. If I'm wrong and it's not by the end of this month, then certainly in the very beginning of August. And we can talk about extending our 180K target into September as well. But I'm thinking that we still hit 180K by the end of August, but it could take until the end of September, or maybe not the end of September, but sometime in September. Anyways, looking at the 1 hour time frame here, 119K now, 1 hour RSI, lower lows in the RSI here. You can see low here, discernible lows, and you do have higher lows in the price as well. At the low of the price as well, you've got a very nice wick, very nice turnaround point with some decent volume in there. Found support directly at prior areas of resistance, and even a little bit of support here, prior areas of support and resistance, and support going back here. So a semi-significant area there at 118.4K. Literally right grazing the top of this area that we were moving sideways for like all of Saturday and part of Sunday. And looking good. You look good overall, right? Lower lows in the RSI with higher lows in the price is a good thing. And then beyond all that, this low is actually, on a closing basis, is actually just a little higher than that low. And you had lower lows through here while promoting not really lower lows in the price. Your RSI got overbought. It's cooled way the hell off. You're at the same exact area that you bounced from last time whenever you went on your run outside of this consolidation phase. I think that's what's going to happen here. I have a theory, and it's not always proven true. This is also kind of like a superstition, let's say, but on this, what hour is it right now? It's 7. So on the 14th hour, typically you reverse course of, or maybe I shouldn't even say reverse course, but you choose the course that you're going to take for the end of day, right? So if you're down normally going into the 14th hour and you're down on the day, I would think that you reverse and you go up. But if you continue to persist lower, maybe you do persist lower for the end of the day for whatever reason. It's not always like that, but let's just see. Let's go to the 14th hour here, right? 14th hour here, you were neutral. 14th hour, you chose clearly right there to break out. That was the highest 1 hour close that you'd had this whole time, and you moved up going into the end of the day. We go to this one over here, 14th hour. Here, you moved down a little bit. You were stagnant. Didn't really promote much, but it's the weekend. It's Saturday. Not a whole lot to go off of here. Friday, 14th hour here. This one's biting me in the butt a little bit, but you made a move down, a significant move down. You actually closed up throughout the day. It's not perfect. It's not a perfect thing, but I feel like it's something I've noticed. Let's just get one more time to see if we agree. 14th here, green, and you did move up going into the end of the day, but then you moved back down. So it's maybe it's just me. Or maybe it's not even going into the end of the day. Maybe it's just those first few hours. But I swear, I don't know, maybe I was just seeing what I want to see. 14th hour there, end of the day over here. I mean, you moved up on the 14th hour and you did close the day higher. 14th hour here, you moved up and you did close the day higher. So I think out of all those iterations, we did like 5. 3 of them worked out in the way that I was saying. So that's, over half the time. That's not bad. Looking like we're working down a little bit here, and that's okay. We could still go lower, and I'm not afraid if that happens. I think that that's very possible, but I'm not swayed by this wick at the moment. There's still 31 minutes left in this hour. You know, Bitcoin can be tricky. It can definitely move back up from here, but we are prone to these, you know, wicks one direction, wicks the other direction on the next one as well. So looking at this on the 4-hour time frame, zooming out a little bit, 4-hour RSI, you're not really in an area that I would expect you to bounce, but you found resistance here before. You have bounced right here before. Found resistance right there, found resistance right there in this area. So I guess it's a somewhat significant area you could find support at. 3 hours 31 3 hours 31 minutes left in this 4-hour time frame. Let's see how you do. If we're looking at this area, you've clearly found resistance here. You found resistance here. You even found resistance here, and you're finding resistance here. It's like this downward sloping trend of resistance in this area. But what I will say is here, when you got up here, you wicked, but once you closed up here, the next 4-hour candle you rejected. Here, once you closed up here, the next 4-hour candle you rejected. Here, same thing. Here, same thing. Here, you're getting red candles, but you're not really moving as fast as these other ones, right? It's been 3 candles of red, and you haven't had any of these big movements down yet. I like to say different behavior begets different results. And to me, I don't know if it's just me seeing what I want to see, but it kind of looks like you're performing differently here than you have at any of these other points. Different behavior begets different results. That's what I'm trying to say there. Is I think that we're going to move up going into the end of this day. High to low here. Golden ratio down to the 0.5382 area for support. That's actually a very common thing to do before moving up higher. The expected area to go to maybe by the end of the day, if not sometime early tomorrow, the 29th, would be 121 to 122K. We look at this over a 30-day period on the Bitcoin exchange liquidation map, and 121 to 122K. This huge liquidation wall of shorts is at 121.6K. $6 billion will be liquidated once we get to about 122K. $10 billion once we get to like 125K. Crazy stuff. Okay. And as I'm saying that, we're moving down a little bit. So it is important to mention that we could drop a little bit, right? But I don't think that we're going to drop too much. High or low to high here, if we are to go lower, and we're finding support at that 236, man. Bitcoin likes to do that. If we were to go lower, I think 117.8K would hold the support. If not at the lowest, 116.6 to 116.2K, but I don't know if we're going to go that low. I'm thinking that we're closer to breaking out to the upside rather than continuing to consolidate in this range. But time will tell. We'll see how it goes. If this end of month goes the way that I think it will, we should be moving up today. Today could very well be the highest daily close we've ever seen in Bitcoin's history. And if it's not today, then tomorrow. But we should be moving up today if things go the way that I expect them to. I've got nothing else for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Keep in mind, again, you know, here's some things that we got to stay on top of. August 2nd, there is a 4-hour window, and probably a larger window than that even, where Coinbase will be shut down, trading will be shut down, buying, selling, deposits, withdrawals, it'll all be shut down for about 4 hours. They're doing an upgrade, going through maintenance. So August 2nd, mark that day on your calendar, because that'll likely be a day where we see some wicked volatility, and I'm thinking that will be to the downside with that. And then as soon as that update is over, we'll probably start to retrace and move up. So, but I'm not... And not financial advisor, not a financial advisor. Nobody should be in leveraged positions at all. But I don't think that for that day, August 2nd, I don't think anybody should be in a leveraged position, because you don't know what's coming, right? If and when Coinbase is back online, wherever the price is, maybe counter trade that, maybe. But still, even then, I think just stay away. Let the price regulate itself before you make any trades. Really, probably just stay away from trades anyways, because we're in that time in the markets where things are about to get exceptional, and you don't want to mess that up. Just let things play out the way that they're meant to. 121.7K now, consolidating below the 1272 like this. It's very bullish. It's actually very bullish to consolidate like this and not come down. Typically at this area, you do reject. You go to the 886, 786 area. The fact that you haven't even gone back to the 100, you're just consolidating like this, tells me we're going right up to the golden ratio. So 140K is the target destination. Will we get there by the end of this week, or will it take until next week? You know, time will tell, but I'm thinking that it could be by the end of this week. I got nothing else. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all. Take care. Bye-bye.